coming on this live. I want to say a warm welcome to each and every one of you, and thank you for stopping by. You will not be disappointed. Please feel free to join the family by subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, and thumbs up. When you join the live streaming, just thumbs up the video, okay? So let's talk. It's very hot and humid here, and the reason why I start this live this late, because I was waiting for some breeze. So finally some breeze is blowing, so I can be able to do live streaming, because with humid, the flat is being humid, and no breeze was blowing. So now that the breeze is blowing, I decided to come on live streaming. So welcome y'all. So I have to dress light as possible because it's really hot. So as you know, we are experiencing a drought here in the UK. I'm gonna say in London, because I think certain part of the UK rain came, because like Glasgow the rain came. But for the UK, London, we haven't got rain. Okay, so as I said previously that I was going to give you the information when I was speaking about the drought that we had. Thank you for the thumbs up. So the drought, I had to write it down in order for me to remember, because remember, I was not born as yet when this drought happened. So part of the UK, the had 45 days straight. Okay, the southern part of England had 45 days straight without any rain. So it was just constantly dry spell. Okay, so that is that information. And from 1975 to 1976, 16 months, okay, the drought lasted for. So one, you don't understand, 16 months. So you can know, like, 16 months is 1 year and 6 months, right? And that to tell you that drought lasted from 1975 to 1976. So it was really bad. Okay, so July, okay, well, if no rain falls on Saturday here, July will become the driest month since on record begun in 1908. That's when they start to like have record of like the dry spell in England. So in June 1925 is the record there, and 0.5 millimeter of rainfall. So that is a record currently. But if no rainfall Saturday, then July of this year 2026 will be the driest month on the record. So that's to tell you, like, one thing with history, it cannot erase. And that is why I said I need to go and research it. So I go and research it, and this is the information that I get, right? For those of you who missed the live streaming, this is what I said, that we are experiencing a drought, and it's really dry. The grass in the park is dry. There is no rain, so there is nothing like if a rain come and to cool it down a bit. There is nothing like that. But the temperature today, yesterday, the temperature was hot yesterday and Monday, but it was in the 20s still, but it was hot, right? But today it reached to 30. We're gonna reach roughly now, I think it's like 34 degrees now, because previously it was, before I come on the live streaming, it was climbing up to 33 degrees. So currently in London was 30 degrees, but now they said when 4 o'clock it's gonna creep up to 34 degrees, and I'm feeling it. Compared to yesterday, it was hot, but in here was not humid. We had lots of breeze, and the sun was shining brightly, but we had breeze. It was not like sticky and humid like this. But nevertheless, I give thanks, because this is a record-breaking summer for me, being here in the UK. For this like summer, we don't really get good summer. Summer always, especially sometimes you get 1 week of summer. Last year we got some few days last week. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe or thumbs up the live streaming. Thumbs up helps with the algorithm. It helps my live streaming to go out and YouTube to push it out more. So it does help me. And Please make sure that you thumbs up. When you thumbs up, it helps with the algorithm going out. YouTube push the more likes you get on your live streaming, the more YouTube push your live streaming, meaning you're telling person, yeah, this live streaming is interesting, and more person will come on. And that is what I want. I want new subscriber, new viewers. If viewers can turn into subscriber, the most important thing is like getting people to engage. So hope the weather on your end is like, I know like in the Caribbean you get like the weather is nice, you get breeze and stuff like that. Thank you all for the thumbs up. But here it's like it was only summertime, like we get this kind of weather, so I'm very grateful for that as well. And the only thing that's missing is just like lots and lots of breeze. The breeze is blowing a little bit, but not too much. But you know, I'll give thanks still. You know, as I said, for those of you who just joined the live streaming, I said that I was gonna give you the information. So let me just update you in case you missed, you was in the live stream the last time and you just joined. Um, if no rain come on Saturday, as I said before, July this of 2026 will be the driest month since 1925, with 0.5 millimeter of water of rainfall. Okay, and then from 1975 to 1976 was the longest drought the drought, okay, the UK ever experienced, and and it lasted for 16 months, which is 1 year and 6 months. And part of the UK, which is the southern part of England, had 45 days straight of dry spell. So that is information for all of us who didn't born at that time, because I wasn't born yet. You know, I wasn't born yet when this happened. So for those of you who experienced this, I get a little bit of it. The feeling is not like you're getting breathed. And when the water, right now the water is going down, like the level of the water is going down, because Thames Valley, that's why they ban hose pipe, right? And so it's going down. I want to tell you, don't wait until only the dry season, only when we have in the UK, right? Don't waste water. You know, you don't have to wash your car now. You know, you can just drive around, because you wash it and it's just gonna get dust up back because of the dust. Just, you know, and like what you can do, like try and fill like a basin when you are doing your dishes. Okay, instead of using your dishwasher, fill a basin, wash your dishes or every dish, and then after you just fill one and then you rinse them. Try to conserve water. Take bath instead of shower, because when you take shower, you know, you use a lot of water. Make sure that you turn down the pressure on your pipe. Everything helps as well. If you usually someone who wet their plants like 2 times per day, try your very best to cut it down to 1 time per day, most likely in the late afternoon, like around 6 7 o'clock, so at least there is enough water inside the plant to moisture. Make sure keep yourself hydrated as well. Also, if you have animal, keep them out of the sun, you know. And if you're gonna do walk, wait until check your weather, the weather map, and see when's the best time to go and do your walking. If you're somebody who exercise by running, just listen to the weather report or check your app and see what's the best time to go and run, because when it's dry, like the dry spell and it's hot, it's not really good for you to go out in the sun when the breeze is blowing to go and run. You know, you're just gonna get yourself hot and overworked, so please be careful out there. Is also person who like to ride their bicycles on the road, please, no, it's not the good, no, it's not a good time to be riding your bike. The temperature is too high, so please protect yourself as well. And also look out for the elderly in this heat, in this dry spell, the heat that we are having, the, you understand, please check out your elderly neighbors, any, you understand, even if just go ring on the bus and make sure they are okay. Check on them in the morning, in the afternoon, or whatever. Or if you don't see them, like, make sure that you notify the paramedics. If you have your mother living alone and she's an elderly, please check in on them as well. Also, for children who have like disability as well. Please keep them hydrated. I know the heat sometimes gets to them as well. Keep them asthma patient, keep them afar. Those of you who have allergies, whether food allergy or so, please be careful. I know those of you, I know a lot of you parents are working, and then sometimes there are like young adults who are home by themselves. Please speak to them while using the stove in this time. Please cook their meal before they go, and let them use the microwave instead to warm back the food instead of the turn on the gas, because young people sometimes they can be going on their game playing or get distracted by their phone or the telly, and forget they have something on fire, and these kind of silly mistake can cause fire. And with this dry spell, with the water shortage, with water going down, the level, please speak to your teenager not to light a stove while you are not at home. And if they are doing so, please let them know that they need to pay attention. Turn off the stove, make sure the stove is turned off. And parents, please make sure that you turn off the stove before you leave the house. Make sure that you keep yourself hydrated as well. For mothers who have babies as well, please keep just your baby as light as possible. Make sure that you give them water as well. Use a spoon and give them a little sip of water, because they as well, they need water, because they will get dehydrated as well. You yourself take lots of water. Also, make sure that you the NHS is already overwhelmed. Only go there is something that just use the hotline that they have, emergency line, not the hotline, the emergency line. If it's an emergency, it is really thing, please don't use it unnecessary. If your child just have a little cold, just go over the counter, get get a pharmacist recommend something to you, or call your GP and ask them what can you give your child, and let them just tell you what they can give your child, instead of you go and burden the system, especially the AR. Leave it for more emergency, because in this heat, whereby there is no really air condition in the hospital, or it's really like in the children's section ward, they have air condition, but the other parts it don't really have air condition, is hot. So please bear with them as well. Please be respectful to the staff as well when you go in there. I know sometimes you get worked up because you might have to wait a long time before they all have patience as well. They've seen the more emergency case, and that is why you have to wait a longer time. So instead of going down there just for a little cold or so, unless if the child is breathing short, or or if you see them getting flappy, or they faint and dizzy and thing, then you will go to the emergency center. Otherwise, please just go to the pharmacy, let them know. And if your child is not allergic to anything, they get something over the counter. But if your child is allergic, contact your GP, let them know what is happening to your child, so at least they can tell you, oh, you can buy this in the pharmacy, right? So please take care of yourself as well, because we never experienced this. For those of us who born after 1976, we never experienced these kind of things. So please bear in mind that we have to do our part in this heat wave as well. Okay, I have my window open in the bedroom because the breeze is blowing and I need it. And the plane, if you hear noise, the plane is overhead, so please bear with me. I need to push out the window a bit because I need breeze. Hold on, please. I need to get a little bit of breeze there. Thank you for those who stumble up. Those of you who are new here, please, thank you. I reached 3,000 to I think 3,200. I think it's 259 subscribers. I got 3 new subscribers Monday. I want to say thank you all. Thank you all those of you who thumbs up the live stream and share. And so thank you all. You're all amazing. And yeah, I'm just enjoying the breeze is finally coming through the window, because I had to open it a bit wider. I was avoiding like to open it a bit too wide because of the noise, but nevertheless we are here. So let me know if you are in UK, how is the weather on your end in the countryside? Are you getting a lot of breezes there? And for parents, please speak to your children. I know that it's dry now and it's hot and humid. Please speak to your child. Tell them not to go to the beach without an adult being present so can supervise them as well. Don't go with friends and then get caught up, too much of mishap. We need you to be going back to school, so please be careful. Speak to your children. Stay away from all these ponds. I know you might be a bit hot, but stay away from the pond, okay? Stay away from the running stream. You understand? Don't go jumping on a river because you might feel hot. Please um be careful, young boys and girls. Please be careful. Listen to your parents. Listen to what the weather report. Listen to who are responsible for that. They are telling you what to do in this dry spell that we are having to keep yourself cool down as well. You can just I think you can buy like fans of TikTok that can like water as well. You can use it like it's rechargeable, so you can use it. It's do give the water as well as cool you down. So tell the parents to buy a fan for you to cool you down. Also drink lots of water. Dress light as possible. You understand? Men can go back and just have on their shorts, but as women, we still have to. We can you can put on like a sports bra on and a bicycle shorts like how I'm doing right now. You understand? And just be free and just light as possible. If you don't have any business, nothing very important where you can do it online, please don't take your children on this bus. It's too hot. And children can really cope and they don't know how to manage. We as adults, we were able to manage all. It's too hot. So please, if you don't go. Tomorrow when the temperature gonna be go down back in the 20s, I'll take the girls tomorrow to the park. So it's too hot for the girls to go in the park. Normally I usually take them when it's hot, but I realize like for us it's too hot. Like, and when hubby come from work, he's a bit tired. For him to drop us there and then come back and meet us in the park and pick us, sometimes he's very tired. So it's too hot today. So tomorrow we'll be going to the park tomorrow because my youngest one has been saying she wants to go to the park. My big one don't really mind. I think she started to come in that era whereby she used to like to say, "Mommy, I want to go to the park," but I feel like now she's 11. She don't really say she want to go to the park. She will go because she have no choice because she can't stay home by herself. So she have to go with me, and so. But my youngest one is the one always want to go to the park, to the park, to the park. I know when she reach 11, she gonna change. They change it as they grow. Like things that they like to do, they don't like to do it again. So that is the main reason. So tomorrow I'll take them to the park tomorrow. So I'll make sure I cook dinner before I go, and then we can go to the park. So I'll prepare stuff for us to go, so we can go to the park tomorrow. So I can make sandwich and stuff like that, so we can take to the park tomorrow. So yeah, and also I can do some wraps for myself and do sandwich for them. So that is what we're gonna do tomorrow. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up as well. If you have any question, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, please drop it in the chat, and let's talk about it, and just keep the conversation going, because it's good when you are conversating with me. At least you keep it flowing as well. At least I know that I have somebody to talk to in the chat to keep the conversation, because sometimes we all have ideas, and my ideas and your ideas combined together, it will work wonderful. So please don't forget to do that as well. Tell everyone to subscribe and follow, subscribe and like and share and thumbs up the live streaming. Thank you for the 5 thumbs up for those of you who do that. Thank you. For those of you who still don't get a drift, when you thumbs up my live streaming, as I said previously, when you thumbs up the live streaming, it helps with the algorithm. It lets YouTube know that you are interested in a live and you want this live streaming to go out to a wider audience. So the more likes you give me, the better for me. My life will become popular and more person will come in. Sometimes I feel like sometimes you have to repeat yourself, because a lot of time people are new to YouTube as well. They might be the first time they back up on the channel. They don't know what to do. So I know sometimes people watch and they don't realize they didn't thumbs up the live streaming. So if you're somebody who come in the live streaming, just press the thumbs up button, and just press up the thumbs up button and let me know, like, yeah, you like what I'm doing as well. You know, lots of breeze blowing on, which I really like. This morning, I did some laundry this morning, and I must say, the laundry dried already, and I also do the bed sheet as well, and they are on the line as well, because my daughter didn't get up, so I couldn't do all that one time, so I did that. But the other rest clothes and stuff like that I did, they dry already. I take them up, so I only have the sheet on the line, which is shiny brightly still. So after I come off the live streaming, I will be heading to go and take up those sheets on the line and just bring them up. Okay, so after later I'll be able to fold up these laundry and put them away, and then I can pack the bag for tomorrow when we are going to the park. So at least tomorrow I didn't want to rush it. Anything we have to get in the bag, I'll put them in, except the food, which I'll be doing in the morning. But any other thing, like we are picnic blanket and like tissue, I have to take the medicine, like medicine for allergy and also for pain relief. I usually take the medicine for the girls, because in case my daughter get an allergy or my youngest one feel they get a little headache or tummy ache or whatever, at least I have it on hand with me. So even though they are at this age, like you will say, oh, they're not baby, you have to take these things, because they don't really know how to swallow tablets as yet. They rather than liquid just like your mom. So that is what I usually do, and I have to take tissue with me as well, and I will put them little things in there. I like to take hand cream with me, because sometimes when it's dry like that, your hand gets dry. Sometimes I can use the same cream to lotion my foot, if it's my foot get a bit too dry, because your skin dry out a lot. I want tomorrow, I wanted to do a video today, but I think I might try and do it in the morning before the girls wake up. I want to do some exercise as well, but it was too hot today for me to sweat up in the so I waited that temperature tomorrow, and then I will start to do some exercise, just some basic exercise, just like to I want to do some core exercise, like lying on my back and like bring my foot up, like, and also I want to do some exercise as well, whereby I'm gonna do like this, and like I can get out. I'm gonna use like 2 bottles of water, or I might use a towel and just scrub out like that. So that exercise I want to do. I want to do some squats as well. So these are the things I want to do tomorrow. So I will wake up in the morning and try and get the exercise out of the way before the girls wake up, and then roughly that we can leave the house roughly around maybe, I don't know if they might eat lunch before they go, or we might take lunch. I'm gonna ask them when I come off the live stream, which is better, because sometimes when they eat lunch and we go, I feel like they are not taking up gas, or they eat their lunch and then after we can go to the park. So I think I might do that. Let them have their lunch first, then we go to the park. So at least we'll go to the park. All they need is just some juice, water, and they can have snack. So that is what I want to do, because I don't want to carry heavy stuff, because I have to walk. So I think I might do that. I will do that. I will let them have lunch before we left, according to which time they wake up as well. That's the problem as well, because they do wake late. Now that school is on vacation, they do wake late. Right now I'm sweating. As you can, I'm sweating. This have like a double liner. I'm sweating. I can feel the sweat. You understand? I'm telling you, it's very humid. Yeah. Tomorrow, I want to make a video as well in the morning with my hair. Where my hair gets dehydrated, not dehydrated, not it, your human body get dehydrated. I mean, my hair get dry, not dehydrated. My hair get dry easily, and I have to I don't like to put oil in my hair when it's hot like this. You understand? And humid. I don't like to put oil in there, because I feel when I put oil, it's a bit too sticky, And then when I then sometimes it makes you like when you sweat also, I don't want the eye to be like thick. So I rather just use like moisturizer, leave-in condition, and my curl cream for my hair, so at least I have double moisture to help with it. With my hair right now, I did like some leave-in condition, like the spray one, the liquid one. I usually use that. Yesterday I used some cream. So because I'm not going anywhere, I don't feel the need to do like the double thing, but because I'm going to outside in the park tomorrow and I don't want my hair to feel dry and crispy or whatever, I have to do double moisturizing with my hair, like moist, to keep my hair moist, right? Moisturize tomorrow, so I'll be doing that before I leave. So just for my curls. So that is why sometimes with my hair I don't like to let it down, especially in the summertime, because I feel like my hair dries so easily. And then when it's dry so easily, you have to keep on putting product, and I don't want to get a product build up, because I get product, I have to wash my hair to I have to wash my hair a lot. Next week I'm gonna wash my hair again as well. I'm gonna wash my hair. The girls here as well, I'm gonna wash their hair next week. And also I'm gonna give them a hair treatment as well for their hair. Because the last wash that I did for their hair, didn't I never give them a treatment for their hair. So I'm gonna do a wash day for us next week, and then I'm gonna give them a hair treatment as well for their hair. Because they have natural hair. Their hair texture, all of us hair texture is different. So yeah, with three different hair texture, I feel like sometimes I get it wrong in terms of when I'm buying product. Sometimes forgot that their hair not curly, and then sometimes I buy the curly, like I say, like shampoo or things for my hair, and I know it will not work for their hair, because my daughter have like thick fussy hair. My youngest one, young one, her hair is very a bit thin, like motina, and it's the texture is a little close to mine, but it's not like really curly like mine, but the texture is like her. Yeah, so like if I buy a shampoo or a conditioner, what I use in my hair, long as it not say only coil, if it's a coil and coil, then I can use it in her hair. But my youngest one, I have to use like something that's hydrating shampoo. I need to buy like clarifying shampoo, like it can um lock in the moisture in their hair. When they wash them in their hair, they don't feel dry and crispy. For my daughter Fossey hair. So with three different hair texture is thing, I don't like to lose too much heat in their hair. I only do it like when their hair wash, and I like to just put it on the lowest and just blow dry. They use the blow dryer, which is a brush one, and just brush and just dry their hair. And then after that, no heat don't go in their hair. I use heat protectant as well. And if you have been following me for quite a while, you know the heat protectant I usually do. You can get that in home bargain for £1. And then I have leave-in conditioner for their hair, as well as I also just purchased a hair moisturizer, because I haven't used hair moisturizer for a long time, you know. But now that is now I use it. But when it comes to winter time, I don't like to use moisture in their hair, because it don't have enough time to get it dry. We don't have enough time to get it dry, and but when it's now, it needs moisture. But anything, I use oil in the winter time to lock their hair, and I comb it in cornrow, and it do last them. All I do, I just refresh them by using I use like hair mousse, or and then I add like I have an oil that I usually use, and then I don't put the oil every day. I put the oil in the hair once per week, and that lasts for throughout the week for them going to school, and then the hair foam, and that is how they go to school. Now my big one is going to secondary school. I have to change her hair completely. I want her hair to look fresh, so it will be days when she feel for cornrow, then I give her cornrow, but I have to go and give her some hairstyle age appropriate for secondary school. So yeah, sometimes I don't have to give her cornrow. Sometimes I can just give her like two puff. I can just give her two puff. And when it's winter time, I can do like a cornrow, half up, half down, and kind of puff on the top. So at least she can manage it with so when she puts her hat on, it can be manageable and it will not look rough. So, and I will not be doing them very fine. I will be doing them medium because she will have to lose her hair every week now. Before, when she primary school, I had to give her 2 weeks, but secondary school, um I will have to do it like every week for her because her hair texture, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so hope you all are enjoying the live streaming, and hope you all find it very informative as well. um Even I'm trying to remember something I wanted to say on here, but it's not coming. I hopefully that it come back to my brain, what I want to talk about, because sometimes the topic comes, and if I don't write it down, I don't remember what I'm supposed to say. That is why when people are doing podcast or they are doing anything, they usually write down what they are going to say, and at least it can remind them, oh, I need to speak on that topic, I need to speak on that issue or whatever. So that's what. Oh, I think I remember. I wanted to speak on what to wear. Yeah, what you should wear. Sometimes one in this week I come across a post, and the post that had the caption, you're too that they was telling that lady, you understand, is a grown woman, like she not supposed to wear that. She's supposed to dress her age. Hey, sometimes I just wonder sometimes why human beings this way. Why? And when I speak on these things, I know sometimes people take it the wrong way. Um, why are you so invested in how somebody else is living their life, or how they feel, or what they want to dress? Me, I carry my natural hair. I decide to wear my natural hair. Not, you understand? And I have many times when people say, oh, I want to come back naturally, but my hair texture, because your hair texture is different than mine. I usually tell them, said to me, every hair texture is different, and every hair texture is beautiful. It's all about you and what you want. If you feel like natural hair is not for you, and you don't want to wear out your hair, then that's on you. You understand? You have your own free will. You do whatever pleases you for your hair. But for me personally, I will wear my natural hair. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna force it on somebody. Right now, most of my girls have their natural hair. When they're of age, when they reach 18, 19, 20, and they want to make their own decision on what they want to do their hair, I can't stop them. I can only tell them now, like, and tell them, like, this is your natural hair now. You're a child, and that is what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do anything to your hair. You will make that decision what you do want to do with your hair. It's on you and not on me. When you reach 18, 19, 20, you make that decision. But as long as you're a child, I will be the one make that decision. If your hair gonna be natural or it's gonna be perm. Because I am not gonna take my child to a salon and get a hair perm. You understand? I know the effects and stuff like that. That I know that sometimes some of these salons, they don't really, some people don't really so much qualify in doing hair in terms of people hair texture and what they do. Let me tell you something I love late. When I used to relax my hair, relaxers are supposed to touch a scalp. You're supposed to not do the whole hair when you do relax. Relaxers supposed to touch the hair and not the scalp. And it's supposed to be only added onto the new growth, not the hair that is already straightened. When you do that, you weaken the hair. So you're supposed to, like, you have new growth. When you perm your hair, it's the new growth that you're supposed to be perming, not the ends that is already straight. And I see sometimes, a lot of time, people do that. They straighten the end, and and then sometimes you realize the end comes straighter, and the roots still remain not so straight. And then your hair starts, and then you see your hair start to break from the ends. You understand? It start to split. You start to have that split end. It's because your hair get damaged. You put too much chemical. You put too much relaxer in the end. So if you are going to perm hair, Do it from inside the root. That is the new growth. You understand? If you're somebody, because you can stop people from doing what they want to do with their hair. People when they wear their wig, they will put in their extension, they will do whatever suits them and what they want to do. I'm not on here to tell people what to do with their hair. I'm only just telling you suggestion. When you're perming hair, is the new growth alone. It's supposed to perm, you're not supposed to perm the end. And those OG um, style hairstylists, they know that and they do that. So those old school hairdressers, they know what they are doing. They know that it's only the ones that the new growth is what you perm, and not the ends that is already straight. You can use that with a hot comb. You can use that with a blow dryer. You don't need to put extra in there. You know, I might stop on my hair, but I've gathered information and I've gathered a lot of tips where by you know, if somebody asks me, like, I can give them suggestion, right? Not everybody like but my thing is I wish I never comb my hair, because the thing is I never used to I love my hair, you know. My hair was longer than this when I came into this country, right? And because of the water, when I use the water and wash my hair, I see my hair start to break like it just a drop off. It just a break. It's just a break here break. The water didn't grip my hair. And I gave a big chop. I did a big chop. I think I did a big chop in 2014, 2015. I did a big chop. I cut my hair in an afro, and I just let my hair grow out. I think I want to do another big chop again, and you know, and I want to do like a, for some I want to do like a short, like up top up here, and just sting the back, and then I just grow it out back for winter. That is what I want to do for next summer. Hopefully it does happen. Every summer I say I'm doing it and I don't do it because my girl say, Mommy, don't cut your hair, don't cut your hair. But I have to make a decision for myself. I want to try things. You have to, like, sometimes you have to try things and come out your comfort zone. I think that you don't want to do, you will try and do it. So that is what I want to do. My girls are okay, they are not hungry because they had a late lunch as well. We had a late lunch, so I know they are not hungry. And hubby gone for his afternoon walk, like he usually do his exercise by walking. So yeah, not me in this kind of weather. Me not do no walking, me love me do exercise in the house. That's all good for me. And so that is what I'm gonna that is what he's doing. So I'm gonna, when I come up the live stream and ask him when he's gonna come, when he reach closer, when he finished doing how much walking, how much laps going around, and so at least I can get his dinner hot. So that is what I'm gonna do. I've been talking here for quite a while. I want to thank you all amazing people, for those who've stopped by. For those of you who are new here, please thank you for the subscribing. Thank you for the love and support. And I hope that you had a restful night last night. I hope you are in the best of health. I want you to just keep being you and love on yourself. No matter what, love on yourself. You will have days when you feel down, and it will have days when you feel like up. But remember, nothing in life is permanent. You understand? Everything is temporary. And remember that as long as you're alive, anything is possible. And what does not happen in a century can happen in a year. So always leave room for disappointment. Don't um don't feel like, as human being, you expect the unexpected from people. Don't always say they will not do this or they will not do that. Always leave room for disappointment, and always remember that as human being, we're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna do things, we're gonna learn from it. Some people will not learn, but at the end of the day, you as an individual, you have to leave room for disappointment. Don't make anyone make you feel less of a human being. Anytime, anywhere, I always say that. Don't let anybody feel like they are more than you. Nobody is more than nobody. Because listen to me, as long as you have a life, you understand, that is the greatest thing. And with good health as well is a plus, is a bonus. And it doesn't matter about your financial status in this world. You can have all the riches, But if you don't have that love of self and that good build of health, your money does not make any sense. Because a lot of time people will have money and they are not happy, because sometimes people dwell a lot too much on their wealth. Okay, they use their money for happiness, and money can buy you happiness, money can buy you luxury, money can buy you things, but it cannot buy you happiness, because happiness is something that you have to create for yourself. You can't sit down and expect to somebody else to create happiness for you. No, you are in the driver's seat of your life. You have to create that happiness. You have to create that life, that peace that you are yearning for and that you want. You can't expect somebody else. Sometimes you have to say, oh, he's my peace. He is just an added bonus to your peace. Your peace is because you take the time out, to work on yourself. You take the time out to reach a stage in your life where you are at peace with yourself, and you don't let every little thing get to you. You don't let people control your emotion. You don't let people walk over you. You are in that driver's seat for a purpose, and you have that power to accept things and not what not to accept. Sometimes we want to be everybody. We want to be a people pleaser. We want to please everything. We want to do everything. You can't do that. Putting unnecessary pressure on yourself to try to add this perfect life, it's not gonna work. We are imperfect human beings, gonna make mistakes. But let me tell you something. Don't let your mistake hold you back, or let that make you stop you from being the best in the person you have to live your life. Everybody have a life to live. You understand? A lot of times people sitting there waiting, oh, me not wait for nobody. Live my life for me. I live my life. There is a thing called self-love. There's a thing called looking out for yourself. There's a thing called being in one with yourself. There's a thing called being your. Sometimes there are days when you want to be your own. You just want to have your own company. Not every time you want somebody around you. Sometimes you just want to sit with your thoughts. Sometimes you want to sit in silence and just reflect, and and just be in one with yourself. Because a lot of times I feel like people sometimes they look out too much for outside validation, that sometimes that validation they are seeking outside, sometimes it come back and it bites you in the butt. So what you have to do, you need to live your life how you choose to and what you want to, and let people talk. The judgment, it will not stop. Even when you're dead and gone, the judgment will still happen. So you cannot make that be a stumbling block in your way. You have to get up and realize, like, time moves fast, and time that's wasted you cannot get back. And then as you see how the timeline of life goes, it goes by quickly. In the blinking of an eye, things can happen. Life, time moves fast. 24 hours in a day, and the time moves back. The time moves quickly. And then sometimes when you sit down and you realize and you look at life, and you see that clock is ticking, and you see that clock is tick, 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 every second, every hour counts. So make sure that you make that count. You understand? Enjoy life, live your best life, do what you want to do. Don't put nothing on hold and say, oh, I want to do that when I reach this their age, or I want to do that when the time is now. Do it, my love, do it. Sometimes people say, oh, it doesn't think that happen before your time, my love. Sometimes, not all the time. Because if you sit down and you wait for that to happen, it will not happen. You understand? So I'm gonna love you and leave you, beautiful people. I'm gonna heat up my hubby because I cooked dinner already, so I'm gonna heat it up. So I'm gonna call him and let him know. I'm gonna go and check on my girls to make sure they are okay, because it's humid, so I need to check on them, make sure that they are drinking their water. I wanted to thank you, beautiful people, for stopping by. Thank you for the thumbs up, thank you for the like, the share, and I'll see you all in my next one. Love, peace, and light to you, beautiful people. Until Friday, when I come on here and do another video, please live streaming. I want you to be good to yourself. Always remember that self-love is the best love. And I'll see you all